Some crimes leave behind more than just victims. They leave unanswered questions, haunting mysteries, and chilling legends that echo through time. From the foggy streets of London, where a shadowy figure eluded capture, to the cryptic ciphers of a killer who taunted the police, these cases have baffled investigators for decades. Who were they? Why did they kill? And how did they vanish without a trace? Today, we delve into 5 of the most mysterious and infamous unsolved murder cases in history. These are the killers who walked among us, leaving behind only fear and speculation. Buckle up as we journey into the dark, twisted tales of Jack the Ripper, the Zodiac Killer, and more. But beware, some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Jack the Ripper. In the shadowy streets of Whitechapel, London, in 1888, terror took the form of a faceless killer known only as Jack the Ripper. Over a few months, 5 women, Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, met gruesome ends. Their throats were slashed, and their bodies were horrifically mutilated. The precision with which organs were removed suggested a chilling level of medical knowledge. The killer taunted authorities with letters, including the infamous Dear Boss letter, signed as Jack the Ripper. Despite intense investigations and over 100 suspects, including figures as high profile as a member of the royal family, the Ripper's identity remains a mystery. The case's legacy is cemented in history, becoming the foundation of countless theories, books, and films. The foggy streets of Whitechapel still echo with the unsolved horrors left by Jack the Ripper. The Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, Northern California was gripped by fear as the Zodiac Killer began his reign of terror. Striking with cold precision, the Zodiac claimed the lives of at least 5 people, though he boasted of killing 37. His attacks were seemingly random, targeting couples in remote areas, often under the cover of night. The Zodiac didn't just kill, he played a twisted game with the media and police, sending cryptic ciphers and taunting letters that began with the chilling words, "This is the Zodiac speaking." Only one of his 4 ciphers has been solved, and despite extensive investigations, the killer's identity has never been uncovered. Among the many suspects was Arthur Lee Allen, a man heavily scrutinized but never charged. The Zodiac's cryptic letters, taunting nature and elusiveness have ensured his place as one of the most enigmatic killers in history, inspiring countless books, films, and a legion of amateur sleuths still hunting for answers. The Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, a small farmstead in Bavaria, Germany, became the site of one of the country's most chilling and baffling crimes, the Hinterkaifeck murders. 6 members of the Gruber family, including 2 young children and a maid who had only started that day, were brutally murdered with a mattock. The events leading up to the crime were as eerie as the crime itself. The family had reported hearing footsteps in the attic and finding a newspaper that none of them had purchased. Mysterious footprints in the snow led from the forest to their house, but showed no sign of retreat. After the murders, the killer lingered on the property for days, feeding livestock and even making meals. Despite several investigations and numerous suspects, including a potential disgruntled lover of Victoria Gruber, the case remains unsolved. The Hinterkaifeck murders continue to fascinate and horrify, with the isolated farmstead still standing as a silent witness to the unsolved mystery. The Black Dahlia. Los Angeles, 1947. The body of Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress, was found in a vacant lot, mutilated in a manner so gruesome that it shocked the nation. Her body had been bisected at the waist, drained of blood, and her face was cut from ear to ear, creating a ghastly Glasgow smile. The press dubbed her the Black Dahlia, and her murder became one of Hollywood's most infamous cold cases. The investigation was extensive, with numerous suspects, but none were ever convicted. Among the most compelling suspects was Dr. George Hodel, a Los Angeles physician whose son, a former LAPD detective, later implicated him in the crime. Yet no definitive evidence has ever surfaced to solve the case. The brutal nature of the murder, combined with the media frenzy it sparked, ensured that the Black Dahlia would remain an enduring and haunting mystery in the annals of true crime. The Villisca Axe Murders. In the small town of Villisca, Iowa in 1912, an entire family and 2 young guests were brutally slain in what became known as the Villisca Axe Murders. On the morning of June 10th, Josiah and Sarah Moore, their 4 children, and 2 friends staying over, were found bludgeoned to death with an axe. The crime scene was as bizarre as it was horrifying. The mirrors in the house had been covered, windows draped, and a piece of bacon was found beside the axe. The killer had apparently lingered, leaving a plate of food and a basin of bloody water behind. Despite multiple investigations and several suspects, including a traveling preacher named Reverend George Kelly, no one was ever convicted. The Villisca house remains a chilling reminder of the unsolved murders, drawing both true crime enthusiasts and those curious about the paranormal, as it's said to be haunted by the spirits of the victims. Over a century later, the Villisca Axe Murders remain one of America's most unsettling unsolved cases. These 5 cases have left behind more questions than answers, each one a chilling reminder that not every story has a clear conclusion. The killers we've explored today vanished into the shadows, leaving only fear, speculation, and the unsettling possibility that they were never far away. Despite years of investigation, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in mystery. But maybe that's what keeps us coming back. The hope that one day, someone will uncover the final piece of the puzzle. If you're as fascinated by these unsolved mysteries as I am, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who love true crime, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's darkest secrets. And remember, the next mystery might be closer than you think.